These are 7 things I wish I knew about Vyond when I started making videos with it 10 years ago. Let's start with the simple stuff and then move to more and more advanced things. First thing is about characters and making variations of the same character. You know, when a person needs a different outfit or simply wear sunglasses. I used to think of this as a huge task and would postpone it because of it. Sometimes it's the idea of the task instead of the task itself that holds us back. Turns out it's super fast and simple to do. Go to video contents, copy and edit character, make the changes you want, and save. Second thing is about sound effects. I use them a lot for high-end client projects where that layer of subtle pops, slides, and clicks take the video to the next level. I used to struggle when I had to move scenes around because the sound effects would stay in place. They didn't stick to the scene. Now I learned that you can drag them into the scene timeline together with the effects. This makes them stay connected to the effect they are a sound effect for. An incredibly simple and smart solution. Oh my god, the loading times in Vyond are crazy, right? You keep staring at that spinner, checking your internet speeds, and it just doesn't add up. Well, after wasting a significant chunk of my life accepting Vyond's slowness, I found a simple solution. Disable ad blocker. After I did this, the previews loaded almost instantly. If this doesn't help, you can try to close all other apps that use your internet connection and also try to preview again, because sometimes it's just stuck. In my Vyond course, one of the lessons has a task where you are asked to create a bouncing ball. In order to succeed, you have to change the dimensions of the end destination of a motion path. Confused? Well, it's actually super simple as long as you find the right prop. Because even though you think a ball is a ball or a square is a square, all shapes are not created equal. These are all squares, but see how only one of them allows you to change dimensions on the end position of the motion path. I could have saved myself and my course students a lot of frustration if I had known this earlier. We are already at the 5th thing, and this is about the timeline. See, effects in the timeline can be moved around easily and you can change the timing of them individually, yes. But what if you want to push an entire stack of effects forwards or backwards? Well, you can't pull at the ends like you would in a normal video editor. No, you have to pull from the middle, so to say. You select the effects you want to move, then pull them all from within the block, not the edges. Simple when you know it, a pain in the jazz when you don't. Oh lord, have I reviewed many videos inside my course community where the last 2 seconds of the voiceover fades out? This is unintentional, and it's such a shame when you can't hear the last couple of words of an otherwise great video. This shouldn't be necessary, but you have to go in and disable fade in video settings for every new project you make. Or if you really don't want to do that, you can also just let the last scene hang for a few extra seconds so you are sure that the voiceover is done talking and the general fade thing only gets applied to the music. If you're a real pro, you never let anything fade out ever. Instead, you make the music end by cutting out the end of the track and putting it at the end of your video. And the last thing, I realized early on that you can do pretty much anything you want with shapes, like creating your own assets. But I never truly grasped the idea of using layers in a clever way. For example, when Vyond tells you can't mask more than one thing, meaning you can only put one thing inside another thing using the mask feature. But if I want to create a whole little scene and put that inside a circle, I can't do that using mask. And this is where you gotta understand that using similarly colored layers can cover up a whole lot of creative workarounds. For example, I can combine a background color with 2 shapes, and voila! Now I can have as many things as I want, neatly encircled by a shape. Now this is just a simple example, but once you understand the idea of using layers in this way, a whole new world opens up of creative solutions that you can do no matter what features Vyond give you. These were the 7 things I wish I had discovered much earlier in my life as a Vyond character and my career as an educational animator. Another cool thing I just discovered is Vyond's new Generate Props feature that you can watch a video about right here.